All right, those that are tuning back in, sorry about that. I didn't realize we were not. We got cars wrecking here. Huge wreck down the front stretch. If this isn't lag, this is going to definitely bring out a caution. And we're going to see a caution there. So we got to find our leaders. Looks like Dan's still going to be in the lead. Are we back though? Let's see what lap count we're going to have. It's going to be 15 to go when we go green. Okay, I don't know what happened with the stream, but we're back rolling. Dan the Man is up front. I don't know how much we didn't get on stream. I didn't realize we weren't streaming anymore. I'm going to get a lap count from Bowhunter, and we're going to have to tally up laps as we go, because my phone is not doing so hot right now with this hotspot. Tyler's running hard from the beginning. Big Ben solidly in second, making his way back up through the field, all the way back to the front now. Oh, we got cars pitting? We got cars going to pit road, potentially? Getting hit on the pit road? I don't know what happened there. Binu Stu falling out of the mess. Who went to pit road? Was it Rico? Who? I don't see anybody that's taking me down pit road. Maybe Rico got really loose. We got a lot of cars checking up with each other. Man, it's hard to keep track of everybody in this field. There's a lot of cars out here. Oh, big move by the 5 and the 31. I believe that might have been a little bit of lag too. 24's loose. He's going to hang on to it. Big Ben, Tyler, Jason. Still the leaders right now. Big Ben is pushing Tyler along. Abelson in 10th. Just behind Showstopper and Elvis. It's going to be interesting to see when these guys decide to pit. There's one more pit stop that needs to be made in this stage. Elvis, or Haybale, just pushes in 77. 77 drives it in way too deep. Haybale's going to clear himself on 3 cars. I mean, Haybale kind of threw the 77 in there, but it's still on the 77 to check up there. Haybale's going to pick up 3 positions in 1 corner. He definitely could have let off the bumper of the 77, though. A lot of hard-fought battles tonight. Track position has been huge. We've seen that these guys up front have kind of stayed there all night. Showstopper with a run here. Might get to the outside of the 2 car. Haybale's kind of going to let it happen. Tightens into the inside of B Nizzy, and off the wall, B Nizzy's going to grab that position back from him. Checking back up front, Big Ben still running second. Tyler up front. We got Jason in third, Dan up to fourth, and I believe that's Dak in 5th position. It is. The driver of the 19 has made his way back to the back of this group from having lag issues early on. Tyler's also had a nice rebound from that incident with the 10 car earlier. And right now we're just playing a waiting game. Waiting to see when some people pit. When some people stay out. Do we see 2 tire stops? Do we see 4 tire stops? And I believe we have a caution. So all that's going to get thrown out of the window. Stu's got some damage. Rillo, heavy damage. Rico, a ton of damage. Stu and Rillo, all pretty close together. I'd say that they, and this 99 car, I say that they were the caution there. Kenrod also way back here. He might have gone to pit road early. We'll see where Kenrod kind of cycles out here. He might be good to go to the end, depending on what he took for fuel and tires. It's going to be interesting. This 8 car might have lucked out. No, he's way at the back. Okay, I think they're good to go to the end. I don't know the exact lap count, but they should not have to pit from here. This is going to be a shootout to the end. We got Tyler up front. And Big Ben leading them to the green. Big Ben misses a shift. We're 3 wide into turn number 1. Ben's going to have to fight now. He's lost a ton of momentum there into that turn. Him and the 19 make contact with the 2 car teammates. Making contact out of turn number 2. He took 31 and the 77 have momentum on the bottom. Ben's going to try and side draft, but he has no choice to let them up and into line. And the 6 car, again, a little bit of contact with the 2. They're going to be okay coming off of turn number 2, though. You got cars 3 wide just behind them. Oh, Boomer, huge move into turn 3 to try to get clear of the 6. Haybell moves to the front of the 6. Missed shift cost him right there. Tyler's out front, probably has the best car in this race. I don't know if anybody's got anything for him. They're going to have to work together here to get his draft and get a run on him during one of these straightaways. If I'm Jason or Dan, you got to get up there and get that 1 car out of the lead. Probably as fast as possible. Especially while you're on new tires and you kind of have a little bit of a car to work with. Once your tires wear down, passing gets more difficult, and I don't think that 1 car is going to fall off very much. Got 2 JGR cars here right behind Tyler, so if Jason can get to the inside of the 1 car, he knows his teammate's going to help him. It's all about grabbing that momentum on corner exit, though. Jason's got forward momentum here to the bumper of the 1, but does he make a move? He does. He's going to go straight to the inside. We're going to be side by side through turn number 2. Can Jason get through here good enough to make a move? No, Dak's going to move to the outside. A little bit of contact. Car spinning to the inside wall. The 15, the 77. We're riding along with Dan. He's going to make contact with the 41. We got a huge caution here. And I believe this is going to take us to no burnout rule at the end of this race. This may be overtime. We're going to have 2 or 3 to go when we go green. This is going to get wild. This is going to be one of those Pocono finishes that we talked about for the whole week. We've had 2 side-by-side finishes the last 2 seasons. Here we go. 2 car takes him to the green flag. Down into turn number 1, side-by-side with the 23 for the moment. The 1 car is making a move to the outside. He's going to try to make it 3 wide on the top. Old B-New Stu up here in 3rd place as well. The 2 Penske cars making it, going to clear themselves. This is 2 to go. If they get around to the white flag, this is going to be the race. Haybale's out front. He's in the driver's seat. He's got pretty good tires. He's got a teammate behind him. Stu's going to do all he can to kind of hold up this one car. But Tyler's going to make a move to the inside already here, down before turn number 3. Stu's going to block him again. Once we get across the line, the race is official. Is there going to be a caution? Can Tyler get it done? Oh, we got a caution in the back. The car's across the 2's across the line. Is that the race? It is. Haybale's going to be your winner from Pocono. What a finish there at the end. We got a caution. And that is crazy. We got Dan down pit road. We got another car down pit road. And the 2 cars are going to pull an upset win off. What a strategy call by the 2 and the 21 to get track position at the end and gain a ton of points. Huge for Haybale. Huge. And only his 3rd race in the Pro Series. He's going to get a win here. So Stu's already in the booth. We're going to invite Tyler and Haybale, and we're going to get some interviews going. That was crazy. Well, we didn't get the whole race. Unfortunately, the stream cut out, and I did not notice, but we got the finish. That was one hell of a finish there at the end. Unfortunately, caution came out and kind of put a damper on the battle we were going to have to the line, but, I mean, that was just crazy. We do have the winner of the race in the party, Haybale. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
All right, buddy. Congratulations on your first win in the Pro Series and only your 3rd start. Walk me through what decision you made right there at the end. Did you, what did some of the other guys do? Did you take 2 tires? Did you take none? What was the call there?
So we stayed out there.
Okay.
There was another guy that stayed out with us. I think it was the 23. I don't know. I mean, the tires were a little worn, but I also felt like there could very well be a caution before we get back to the checkered, so I just kind of went with it. I thought needed track position more than fresh tires, and luckily it worked out.
Yeah, that was a hell of a call. I mean, we saw you battling up front all day. Talk to us about the car and kind of, how the race went with everybody out there. We saw everybody 2 wide, 3 wide. Looked pretty clean, but
Yeah,
kind of hectic.
yeah. The fuel strategies definitely made it a little bit interesting. You had some guys that wanted to push and then save late, and then you had other guys that saved early and then wanted to push towards the end of the stages. So, yeah, just a lot of good racing. Unfortunately, had some contact there towards the end, but those things happen as, time winds down there in final laps. So,
All right, man. Anybody you want to shout out or anything you got before we move on?
just Hollywood and Stu and everybody else that helps put this on. I appreciate it. It's been fun since I joined here, and a lot of competitive, fast guys in here, and I'm just happy to get one done here.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on the Pro Series win. It's hard to win these races, and um, this is why I drafted you. Even when you kind of get screwed over or might not have the best car, you come up with some crazy strategy and end up right there at the end of the race. So, congratulations on the win, and man, 3-race sweep
Yeah.
for Penske. I did not see that coming, but congratulations on that too.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's sometimes you just got to try a strategy if you're not good enough to get up there. So, things just work out sometimes. But I felt like we had good speed today. I definitely had the fastest lap of the race. Just couldn't push there at times. So.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on that. Have you worked on Texas yet, or we got a little bit of work to do there?
Worked on Texas a little bit. I have more work to do, though, for sure.
Okay, well, we're excited to see what you got there, and enjoy this win, man.
Will do. Thank you very much.
All right, buddy. Tyler, you got a coffee, buddy?
Yep.
All right, kind of. I'm gonna say probably kind of a frustrating race for you. I feel like you came into tonight thinking this was a big opportunity to get a win. Had an issue with the 10 car, and then kind of had some teammates playing a little strategy against you at the end. So walk me through that final stint there and the rest of your race.
Yeah, back to the 10. You kind of put me in a position where I didn't need to be at all. I understand everyone's welcome in here, but multiple times, guy was told that he was lagging. I was just the first victim of it. Going into the race, knowing that that was going to be a circumstance, so kind of hurt me and my team for stage points on the first stage. Able to rally back up to second for the second stage. Great battle with Dan the Man and Kill It Like Jason there at the end of stage 3 or stage 2, and then that last stage, I feel like I had full control of the majority of it. I knew going in, the whole thing was mainly fuel saving, trying to get to that 12 lap mark. My gear, my race gear itself, I knew wasn't going to be able to do it, so I was just kind of playing some strategy, following some cars around in my high gear, and 4 or 5 laps or so till I knew for sure I was good. It stinks. I lose way too many of these things because of things that happen that's completely out of my control right there. Like, sure had the fastest car right there at the end with the only one in the top 5 with 4 fresh tires. I felt like that was going to be the biggest call right there. Being too polite and trying to take it easy and not drive people over, and just a product of that kept me 1 spot short from the race win once again. So congratulations to Bill, congratulations to you and Stu for having 3 in a row. We got a lot of work to do at Trackhouse, especially after this race. I'm disappointed, so back to the drawing board and see what we can do. Next week, I won't be there next week, but the week after that, maybe I can find a little bit of redemption, because this one sucks probably more than all of them.
Yeah, I would say that on a personal note, this is a tough one for you, but I do believe that Trackhouse is going to come out with the points lead after tonight in the team standing. So not all is lost for Trackhouse. You guys are just coming up 1 spot short, and that's just how it goes sometimes. Unfortunate circumstances in the first 2 races. Penske picked those up, but and it was fair to everybody. But it just sucks when you have races in like that. We'll finally get a full race in, and still just come up 1 position short. Nothing to hang your hat on. Had a great car tonight. Definitely the fastest car out there. We saw you dominate that into stage 2 and into stage 3, but you guys will be all right. So congratulations on the podium. I got you some good points for your team. So we're going to move along to number 21, Binu Stu. Unfortunately, he loses his 100% winning percentage in the Pro Series, but he's still 100% on podiums. So, Stu, probably not the best night for you until the very, very end right there. Was that just a call to stay out on the track at the end?
Yeah, went in there at the end, knew overtime was coming, so just took right sides, try to hang on to that thing there at the end. But, still got stage points in every stage. Got 10th in the first stage, 9th in the second stage. So, just kind of trying to work the traffic there. And, the guys that wasn't able to save the fuel kind of picked off a couple of those guys on our way back at the end of the stages. Cautions kind of helped there, I guess, some people. But for the most part, it was just trying to work through traffic and just watch people bouncing off the bottom or whatever, just trying to stay out of everybody's way. But yeah, there at the end, it was kind of rough back there in the back trying to get things going. Got caught up in an accident there in stage 3 and thought we'd try to split that, but then another caution came out a couple laps before we were going to split the end of that race, and I knew overtime was coming, so like I said, we just went down, got 2 tires, felt like I was going to hang on to it there at the end. Haybell might have thought I was trying to get around him there, but I knew he was my teammate, so I was just trying to get one of us to win. Got 2 of us in the top 3, so it ended up working out. Tyler got me there out of 3 at the end. I heard people in the back starting to, get awry or whatever, and so I just knew we had to get to that line. Tyler was able to clear me and get up in the second, so great race out of him. Like you said, nothing to hang his head about the way he ran that race, other than I guess maybe he felt like he came up a spot short, but congratulations to Haybell, man. 3rd race in here, gets a win off a wild call. I just trying to push him up through there because I knew he didn't pit, and like I said, was just trying to make the best out of the day. I was just glad I was able to get 3rd for the 21. Only running a couple races in it, so can't have Hollywood mad at me doing bad in the 21. But we was able to get points in every stage, got 3rd at the end, so as far as I'm concerned, mission accomplished for me here at Pocono.
So I want to walk it back to stage number 1 at the end there. Corey was leading by a whole lot. Did he end up running out of fuel?
Yeah, that was the case for a handful of guys there at the end of the stages, just running out of fuel. Tried to tell everybody that if they were running out, just get off to the low side. That's how we was able to pick off a few of them coming back around.
Yeah, so I kind of want to explain everything. We put out these rules a week early. I usually try to post them, and I gave everybody kind of a warning to make sure they reviewed them early in the week. Just the lap counts that happen with this Pocono race, it's just really tough with these next gens and the fuel. Everybody knows that this update that came out with these 22 cars, they just burn the fuel out of the car. So these cars are getting about 11 and a quarter, 11 and a half, depending on how hard you're running in race gear. First stage was 12. And then the last 2 stages were 23 apiece. To me, we've been trying to, we're not a fuel-saving league. We definitely do not want to condone that type of racing just because it's kind of unrealistic on this game with the way you do it and how short these races are. In the longer races, saving a little bit of fuel, could be a bigger advantage. And it's easier to do, under caution in real life, But anyways, getting back to the point, the final 2 stages, you were going to have to save half a lap each run, and then the first stage, you were going to have to save 1 lap. I didn't really want to make everybody pit for, 1 lap of fuel when most of the guys would have just saved it and taken nothing on pit road anyways. So that's kind of the decision that was made by by myself to see what kind of product we had on the racetrack this week, and also, everybody having to save kind of calms everybody down and gives everybody an objective besides racing the guy held really hard next to them. So I wanted to test the guys' strategy and maybe calm down the racing a little bit, and I think that this week we got that accomplished. It was a great race out of everybody. We saw a lot of 2 and 3 wide, a lot of green flag racing, and that is something we hadn't seen out of the first 2 races. Pocono is definitely an outlier with the fuel, so it will definitely not be like this every week, but it's just something that we had to adjust to, just because of what the game gives us. But after that little bit of a rant, I want to congratulate Haybell again for winning the race, Tyler finishing P2, and Stu getting 3rd. I don't know the rest of the top 5. We were focused on the top 3. We thought we were going to have a crazy battle in the last lap, but there was a caution at the back that ended the race after the 2 car crossed the finish line to take the white flag. We're done with the 3rd race in the Ruthless Racing Pro Series for season number 5. Next week we're going to be at Texas. I'll be back in the booth for it. Stu's going to be back on track in this 21 machine. Hopefully we'll get a stream that stays up for the entire race next week. And then the week after that, we heard Tyler kind of mention it. We're going to be at WWT in these next gen cars, a track we haven't ran since season 3. Whatever season, maybe even season 2. It's been a while since we ran WWT. The last time we ran it was in the 2020 car, so the Pro Series is going to make a return to WWT this season. But that's all I got, man. Where are we at for GT7 on Wednesday next week, Stu?
Sardinia, back in the GR3 cars.
Back in the GR3s. If you guys haven't watched the kart All-Star race, go back and watch it. It's on our channel. Stu and Monkey broadcasted it yesterday. That was the All-Star race. So, anyways, guys, enjoy the racing. Enjoy the football tonight and this weekend. Enjoy the racing at Bristol. Trucks ran tonight. Lane Riggs got the win. Tomorrow we got Xfinity, and then Saturday we got the Cup race. Cutoff race, right? Cutoff race for the round of 16. So it's going to be a big race.
Cutoff
the tires
race, round of 16, and cutoff for regular season for Xfinity.
Cutoff for regular season Xfinity. That Cup race is going to be crazy. Remember the tire race we had last time? Put that in the playoffs.
And no resin.
Put that in, and no resin. Put that race in the playoffs, and it's going to be wild. I'm thinking I'm picking old Denny Hamlin. Well, I don't know. I think Denny's got a shot at it.
I think NASCAR will make sure he does.
Yeah, he's going to get in somehow, huh?
He's got to. It's a Cinderella story. This is his season to lose.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. Go ahead and sign us out, Stu.
Yeah, I tried everything that Hollywood said times 2 on Race On, Ruthless Racing.